Hello and welcome back to the live watch along of the final day's play in the test match between West Indies and South Africa. Rabada over the wicket bowls to Carty and Carty defends down the offside of the pitch and there is no run. So we have resumed after lunch. There was a rain delay. There was a spot on the square which it came to me and I smile and I'm saying, these groundsmen helping out West Indies because for the first time in the match, there was the covers were not taken off, what you would say expertly. Rabada over the wickets to Keacy Carty who drives. He got the inside edge onto his pad. There's no run. The ball goes out into the offside and there is no run. As I said, the score remains 11 for 1. So for the first time, as they remove the cover, I don't know. It's just, if I was in the South African camp, I would have said, boy, that was deliberately done. So it ended up the match for probably about 3 or 4 overs while they put sawdust there. Rabada into Carty and Carty plays this to the man at point. There's a backward point and there's a man at, it's a seem like just forward of point. He's very close to the bat. Then there's the mid-off. That's the end of the over though. So at the end of the over, West Indies needing a further 287 runs to win this match, which definitely is out of the equation at this time. I do not really see West Indies winning the match from here. It appears that we are probably behind. We could well be behind, Yes, we are up to date now. That one turn away from, is it? Louis, yes, it's Louis facing Maharaj to Louis. And Louis flashes at that one outside the off stump. He did Carty should say. Maharaj to Carty. So I have it all mixed up here now. So the end of over number 5. So I'm back. It's 12 for 1 at the end of over number 5. I was behind there with my feed, but it's now up to date. So 12 is it for 1 at the end of over number 5. I am trying to get an update as to see how many overs are remaining in the day's play. But I can tell you that Louis is on 9, Keacy Carty is on 3, Brathwaite is out for ducks, and this was the second consecutive second innings that Brathwaite was making ducks. Rabada over the wicket bowls to Louis, and Louis onto the front foot and plays it out to that man at short extra cover. So for Rabada, we have 3 slips. We have a backward point. We have that short extra cover that has been there ever since the start of the match. The mid-on, the mid-off, the mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket, a straight mid-wicket, and a man on the backward square leg boundary. So that's a 6. Rabada over the wicket, bowls to Louis, and Louis allows it to go through outside the off stump, and there is no run. So just to be quite clear with the field, there are 3 slips, a backward point, a short extra cover, a mid-off, a mid-on, a mid-wicket, a bit straight, and a man and the backward square leg boundary. So that's the field as Rabada makes his way in to Mikyle Louis, who's on 9. He's up to the wicket now as the 3 slips goes down, bowl to Louis, and Louis is comfortable on the front foot, just pressing it to that man at short extra cover, and there is no run. The score remains 12 for 1. We are in over number 9. Mind you, originally West Indies had 72 overs. At this stage, I cannot tell you how many overs have been lost, but I don't think, whether there's more rain or not, I don't see South Africa getting in those 72 overs. Rabada bowl to Louis, and Louis peel away outside the half stump beaten. There is no run. That was a good delivery there. As it came back, it came back and brushes the pad. As he looked to play a forcing shot, that one came back, beat the inside edge and brushes the pad and goes through to the man at second slip. And no damage done. That was the in-swinger. So Rabada just mixing it up here. 2 deliveries to come in this over from Rabada. He's at the top of his mark and begins to move in. Past the umpire, ball to Louis, and Louis right out onto the front foot and plays it to mid-off, and there is no run. So this is good bowling by Rabada, and this is what I talk about, grouping your deliveries, able to hit that spot continuously. You know, I would have loved to see the pitch map of Rabada and the pitch map of our bowlers and compare it. And you don't do that by playing test cricket. You do that by practicing until you cannot get it wrong. Rabada to Louis, and Louis jumped and took this off his pad, probably cannon into his thigh pad, and there is no run. So at the end of the over, I think that's over number 6. West Indies batting a second time, or 12 for 1, and I don't really think that there's any chance of West Indies really winning this match, as I think there's. So the overs have been reduced to 67. So they lost 5 overs. So a minimum of 61 overs remaining in the day's play. But I do not see them getting that many overs in. So West Indies batsmen just probably need to survive those overs. But it will be a testing time. As I said, I want them to be positive. I don't want them to be just blocking. I want them to be positive, you know. Maharaj, round the wicket, bowls to Carty. That was down the leg side, a bad ball, and Carty put it away, and I love that. 4 runs into the backward square leg boundary. So that was a bad delivery, a full toss outside Keacy Carty, leg stump, and he just whipped it around, down on one knee, and whipped it around, down towards 5 leg, backward square leg, for 4. Good shot there by Keacy Carty, and that's what you want to see. It wasn't quite a full toss, but it was full pitch, and he just helped it away for 4. Maharaj to Carty, and Carty is forward. There's a slip, there's a silly mid-off, and a silly mid-on. There's a backward point, and that man remains at short cover. As Maharaj comes into Carty, who's on 7, West Indies 16 for 1. Comes in, ball to Carty, and Carty is forward. Silva mid-off field, Zorzi, and there is no run. The score remains 16 for 1. Maharaj whistling through his overs. Comes up now, ball to Carty. Carty again is forward and plays it to that man at mid-off again, and there is no run. 2 to come in this Maharaj over. This is the 7th of the West Indies innings. Remind you at this stage, 60 overs will remain in the day's play after this one. Maharaj to Carty, and Carty just off the back foot and stroke it to that man at backward point, and there is no run. It was the arm ball, but clearly Carty Pickett decided to play it off the back foot instead of coming the front foot, and there is no run. Well, I believe he picked it, you know. So here we go again. There's a deep mid-on. So there's a deep mid-on as Maharaj comes in, ball to Carty, and Carty turned this into the onside. Through mid-wicket. There's work for the man at deep mid-on. They're gone for 1. They'll come back for a second, and that they will second 2. So at the end of the over, Carty moves up to 9. West Indies 18 for 1. Both batsmen are on 9. Mikyle Louis on 9. Keacy Carty on 9. 60 overs remaining in the day's play. Envoy saying 2 quick wickets after lunch, and we are in the game. So, Envoy, we really appreciate you being here. Say the rain never leaves South Africa alone. Even in World Cup, rain just constantly screw us. These weather gods must go after someone else. We are tired. Well, Envoy, I really enjoy your company throughout this test match. It was really a pleasure having you here, and it's always good hearing from you. So just a little adjustment is being made in the field. They have moved the mid-wicket. So they have moved the mid-wicket. I don't see where they put him. Have they put him back with a square leg? But they have moved the mid-wicket. Rabada now. Over the wicket, ball to Mikyle Louis, and he's on his front foot, and he plays it to that man at short extra cover, and there is no run. Clifford Lewis, welcome to the show, man. Happy to have you here. Clifford Lewis is saying, I believe if the captaincy is taken away from Brathwaite, that will help his batting. I believe so too, Clifford Lewis. I definitely think so. As we comes in now, I share your view on that one. Rabada, the slips go down, ball to Louis, allows it to go through outside the off stump, and there is no run. So let's watch now. Gerald Music is saying, thanks for your commentary, sir. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. It's appreciated. The official match commentator spends far too much time talking about South African players, especially Darren Ganga. Wow. Let's watch Rabada as he comes in now and bowl to Louis, and Louis onto the front foot, defends it out to the man at mid-off, who moves to his right and field, and there is no run. I never saw the backward point in that picture, so have they put him on the backward point boundary? Because right now I'm seeing 3 slips, and I'm seeing the short extra cover. Bavuma has been there all through the match, and Maharaj. So let's watch. Robin Sekoda, greetings to you, my brother. Happy to have you here. Really appreciate the company. Please remember to slash a like in the video and click on that subscribe button and share with your friends. Rabada over the wickets, bowl to Louis, Yorker, ducked out, well bowled, well played. Nice there from Mikyle Louis. That's watching the delivery. It was a lovely delivery by Rabada, but Louis ducked it out nicely. So well done, Louis. Just moving his foot and allow him to access the ball. That's very important. Oh, he didn't move his foot. He carried his bat in front of it. For a moment, I thought he moved his foot. And you know, so let's watch Rabada again as he comes in now to bowl to Louis. He's in bowl to Louis. A short delivery allows it to go through outside the off stump. The keeper did not collect cleanly. At the end of the over, one to come. One to come in the over, 18 for 1. That was a short delivery, and Louis just leave it alone, and it goes through on the bounce to the keepers. Was that a slower delivery by Rabada? No, I just think the pitch, it didn't carry through. It was like tennis ball bounce. As Louis seconds, Rabada moves in. Over the wicket, bowl to Louis. Short, he pulled this high in the air. A fielder getting under it. He took the catch. Louis gone. West Indies lost their second wicket. So Rabada short. Louis pulled it high in the air. It appears to get the top edge. The fielder circle around, took the catch, and West Indies have lost their second wicket. And I know 18 for 2 in O at the end of over number 8. Rabada getting the breakthrough. So Robin Sukoda is saying, great job as always. Thank you. Thank you very much, Robin Sukoda. So West Indies now in further trouble here with that final delivery, a short delivery. Stubbs is the man again taking the catch. So Stubbs have taken both catch. It was short. Louis pulls at it. It wasn't a full-blooded pull. You recall earlier I was talking about positive. That was a lack of positive. I think that probably Louis was caught in 2 minds. To be honest, I don't know what he was doing, because I want to see the replay again. Because I recall in the West Indies first innings, I was at length talking about the advantage of playing straight instead of trying to turn those balls. I really want to see the replay again. Nonetheless, West Indies have lost their second wicket, and I know Envoy is going to come in right away, and here he is. That's 1 now. Let's go bang, bang, Rabada. So, you know, we really appreciate Envoy being here. Let's look at it. It was a nothing shot. No commitment into the shot. He just tried to flick it away instead of hit the ball. And that's where the lack of positive come in. Look at that. Not absolutely a nothing shot. A lack of positive. This one is played out into the offside by Carty after the ball of Maharaj, and there is no run. Look at it again. And that's what I'm talking about. Positive. Maharaj bowls to Carty, who drives down to mid-off. The fielder from short extra cover field, the bowler got an hand to it, and so they were unable to go through for the single. In comes Maharaj, bowl to Carty, and Carty on the front foot places down to the man and the sweeper boundary, and they will go through for a single. He moves up to 10, the score 19 for 2. So that's the final word on this is, when I say positive, that's what I mean. That there from Louis was not positive. It means that his mind was not clear. He was caught in two minds. I want my batsman mind to be clear and be positive about what they are doing. As you know, Envoy is making a point. Louis looks good to get 20 or 30 runs and get out. Athanaze now, and he's under tremendous pressure. Over the wicket, bowls to Athanaze, and he swept this away. Good start by Athanaze. Down back with a square leg. They're gone for 1. They come back for 2. The fielder picked it up just about an inch inside the boundary, and they got 2. And that's the difference between our running and the rest of the cricket world running. Most teams would have gotten 3 for that. We jogged 2. Very interesting. Nonetheless, good shot by Athanaze, just reaching out to it and sweeping it away. Down back with a square leg for 2. Maharaj comes in now, over the wicket to Athanaze. Bowl, and he went for the reverse sweep, and he plays it to the man at point, who dived forward and didn't take the catch, or it was it one bounce. I'd love to see that replay, but Athanaze is out in attacking mood here as the second delivery, reverse sweep it, the fielder dive forward. So very interesting start this from Athanaze. Maharaj, bowl to Athanaze. Athanaze off the back foot. Look to turn that one down the leg side. Misses, goes through to the keeper. And the score remains at 21 for 2 after 9 overs. Louis look good to get 20 and 30 and get out. Okay. Our batsmen make batting look so difficult. Indeed, Robin Sukoda. And I would have said this a million times in a Robin Sukoda, but you know what happened? You know why it is so, they make it look so difficult? Because they do not practice the basic. They do not have confidence in their techniques. Rabada to Carty, and Carty strokes this down to third man for 4. So hit it at the top of the bounce, open the face, and it goes down to third man for 4. So, batting is hard work in a Robinson. It's hard work, I'm not telling any lie. But it is harder because our batsmen do not have confidence in their techniques. The reason why they don't have confidence in their techniques, they do not practice hard enough until they cannot get it wrong. So when they practice and they cannot get it wrong, Rabada bowls to Carty, and Carty looking to turn this again into the onside. It peels off the outer portion of the bat and goes to backward point, and there is no run. So when you practice and you cannot get it wrong, the basics become second nature. When you go into a match, you're not thinking so much about your techniques, because you have confidence in the techniques. You know you're going to react appropriately. So you concentrate on the ball. Rabada to Carty turns this away through square leg, down to that field on the square leg boundary, who sends the return in. They get a single. He moves, the score now moves up now to 26. Carty moves up to 14, or is it 15? 15, I think. Carty moves up to 15. Athanaze and 2 comes into strike. So the score is now 26. So I think that's the issue. When you have confidence in your technique and you know muscle memory is going to take over, You are going to back your technique. You can now concentrate on watching the ball and not only concentrate on doing the right swing at the crease, because that is now second nature to you. So that comes out of the equation. But because our batsmen are not working so hard, they have not worked hard in training and practice these things for hours and hours and hours. When they come into match, they have to be thinking about their technique and they have to be concentrating on the ball. And so batting becomes much harder for our batsmen. Andre Holmes said exactly, and nothing shot. Rabada comes in round the wicket to Athanaze and he fishes at that one outside the half stump. It peels off the bat down to third man for 4. So it was one of those deliveries again outside the half stump. Did he play it or was he beaten? I'm love to see the replay. So let's see now. Outside the half stump, he played it well. So he played that one well. He timed it well. He played it through where the slip cordon would have been, and it goes down to the boundary for 4. It's going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. Comes in now, up to the wicket and bowl to Athanaze, and Athanaze looking to turn that one. It comes off the body and goes to second slip, and there is no run. Absolutely nothing shot, Collis Richards is saying. Clifford Lewis is saying that he got to be positive. He can't defend against the spinners. Those are not the same thing, no, Clifford Lewis, and I've been at pain to explain that positive and aggressive is not the same thing. Positive is clear in your thought process. Round the wicket, bowls to Athanaze, who defends into the offside, and there is no run. Positive is clear in your thought process. If you are going to defend, you are going to defend. You concentrate on each ball, and as the ball comes toward you, you are clear in your thought process what you are going to do. You are going to work it into the gap for 1, you're going to hit a 4, you're going to defend, you're going to leave it alone. That is positive, clear thought process. So it's two different things where you see positive different from how I see it. These guys have concrete feet, not nimble on their feet, said Andre Holmes. Maharaj comes in now to Carty, and Carty allows it to go through outside the half stump, and there was no run. That for me is positive enough. Because there was no if and but. He didn't go at the ball or anything. He was clear. This gone. He had just raised the bat. Maharaj to Carty, and Carty leaves alone outside the half stump. He has to look for the arm ball now. He's setting him up for the arm ball here. The one that is going to come straight is going to be a little faster. He's going to come into him a little. He's looking to get him leg before as he did in the first innings. Comes in, bowl to Carty again. He dropped that one shorter. He put a little more spin on it. Showing Carty, said, Carty, look, this ball is turning away from you. He's setting him up for the arm ball. Maharaj comes into Carty again. That one pitch is forward. He allows it to go through. Nice, confident batting. Positive batting here from Carty. So he's setting him up for the they're showing you the replay of that one in the first innings. Maharaj comes into Carty. There it is, and Carty was equal to the task, and he plays it forward. Lovely by Carty. There was the arm ball there. Well bowled Maharaj. Well played Carty. He was setting him up for the arm ball. Will he follow it up with another one? He's a wily bowler. Knowing that Carty was looking for the arm ball, and you have to react to the ball. They're making some adjustment in the field. Wow, you know that this is another arm ball though. They're bringing a second slip. So there's a slip on a cylinder off. He comes in, bowl to him, and he drives, peel off the outside edge. The man at backward point comes to his right field. They go through for a single. Carty moves up to 16. West Indies now 31. West Indies are 31. He moves up to 16. Athanaze is on 6. So 31 now for 2. And Mikyle is replying to Clifford. All right, thank you, Mikyle, for replying to Clifford. Kirkhamute is saying, Mr. Carlton, if Louis don't buckle up, he gonna end up like Tage, soon out of the team next year. I would have said it from England, and Brathwaite and Louis of Rabada over the wicket, 2 slips, goes on ball to Carty, and Carty flashes it away to the man at mid-off who moves to his left. They should get a single. Did they? No, they did not. The score remains at 31 for 2. Louis and Brathwaite have added 50 runs on 4 occasions in the 8 innings that they have opened. That will have bought both openers time in the team. So I expect them to be open against Bangladesh. And let's watch. Rabada comes in now over the wicket, bowls to Carty, and Carty plays this down to mid-on, and there is no run. So that is going to buy them more time in the team. Louis, 1/2 century in 4 innings. You in 8 innings, that is not great. That is there or thereabout. And going forward, it really depends on what he does. But right now, he has bought himself probably about 5 more test match in the team. Rabada bowls to Carty, tuck this away through mid-wicket. They have gone for 1. They will come back for 2. He sends the return in at the bowler's end. He moves up now to 16, 18. The score will now moves up to 33 for 2. Athanaze is on 2. 3 to come in Rabada over. So I think right now he would have least bought himself another 5 tests in the team. In those 5 tests, he needs to solidify his place in the team. Let's watch now as Rabada bowls to Athanaze, through bat and pad to the keeper. No damage done. The score remains at 33 for 2. So in those 5 tests, he needs to make some good score. He needs to give us 100. He probably need 102 half centuries minimum in those next 5 tests to really look towards cementing his place in the team. But if in those next 5 tests he scored like 500 or 550 runs, he will be in the team for a long time. Rabada over the wicket, bowl to Carty, short outside the arch stump, mistimed the cut drive. It goes to the man at cover, and there is no run. 2 to come in the over. The score remains at 33 for 2. Carty is on 18. Athanaze is on 6. West Indies 33 for 2. We are over number 12, so after this 55 will remain in the day's play. So there's 2 slipper gully, cover, short cover as usual, a mid-off, a mid-on, and a mid-wicket. As Rabada moves in now to Keacy Carty. Up to the wicket, bowl to Carty, and Carty defends out into the offside, and there is no run. The score is 33 for 2 at the end of over number 12. 55 remaining in the day's play. So Envoy says it's not just about being positive and looking aggressive, but I keep on telling you that positive and aggressive is 2 different things. It's out having belief and backing yourself. But that's the positive. That's the positive. That's the point I'm trying to make about positive. That when you're positive, you're going to believe and you're going to back yourself, and you'll have no second thoughts. Your mind will be clear. It's two different things. Aggressive and positive is 2 different things. Well, Clifford Lewis is asking, why are our batsmen stands so open? I couldn't explain that. If that's what they're comfortable with, I don't have a problem. Athanaze reverse sweep down towards third man. The fielder comes in, come across, pick it up, sends the return in. He moves up to 7. The score moves up to 34. Carty comes into strike. He's on 18. as Carty seconds now. Pulled away at the last moment. The wicket keeper making some adjustment to the field that backward square leg. Maharaj into Carty, and Carty on the front foot strokes this and the man feeling at Silva off. It bumps off his body and it goes to the man at backward point, and there is no run. So onto the front foot again. His techniques is poor. Comes in now, bowl to Carty. I mean, the fielder he turned this into the onside. There's a big open space on the onside. They go through for a single. Carty move up to 19. Athanaze is on 7. The score is 35 for 2. So Athanaze have played 2 reverse sweep thus far in his innings, And I know that if he gets on playing that reverse sweep, there's a lot of bursts. Ball to Athanaze, he's down the pitch, and when he gets there, he didn't quite get to the pitch, and he played it back down the outside of the pitch to the bowler. Did it come off the bat or it come off his pad? Let's see. It was down the pitch. Comes off the pad as it turns into him, and it comes off the pad. Let's stifle appeal by the umpire. So good positive intent here by Athanaze, and he swept this away. Down back with a square leg. The fielder comes in, dive, cannot take the catch. Oh, well, lucky from Athanaze there. And they go through for a single. So that was Stubbs looking for his 3rd catch of the innings as Athanaze swept this in the air. Stubbs came off the boundary. He dived forward, but it dropped just in front of him. I don't think it reached his hand. And they got a single. So Athanaze move up to 8. The score is 19 without loss as Maharaj comes into Carty down the leg side. He looks to sweep. The keeper misses it. They will run here. They're gone for 1. It's going very close to the boundary. It gets into the boundary now. I think it is by, yes, 4 by. The score moves up now to 40 for 2. At Carty remains on 19. And Athanaze is on 8. At the end of the over is 40 for 2. West Indies having to survive a further 54 overs. 13 overs gone, so West Indies will need to survive a further 54 overs. Andre Holmes is saying, in my playing days, I was encouraged to play table tennis to help with foot movement when playing against spin. Thank you for that information, Andre Holmes. Everyone would have their own method of going about it. Ngidi is coming into the attack to replace Rabada. So Ngidi. Which end was Rabada bowling from? I don't remember. So someone can tell. It's okay. So Ngidi is going to replace Rabada. We got probably another 3 hours in the day's play to draw this match. Welcome, Mr. Casanova. Thank you for being here. But can we survive? Okay. Big question. Can we? I'm really praying for some more rain, though, Mr. Casanova. I think rain will ease the tension. Round the wicket comes Ngidi, ball to Athanaze. He whipped this into the onside. Down backward of square leg, the fielder circles around the ball, just sends the return in. He moves up to 9. The score will move up to 41 for 2. Carty at 19 comes back into strike. Envoy, it's good that you are getting desperate for a wicket. I hope you'll get more and more desperate that you stop watching. And Sherwin is saying that I am the one who hates that dumb shot. Well, well, Sherwin, I think you're referring to the reverse sweep. So let's watch this delivery now from Ngidi as he comes in over the wicket to Carty, and Carty defends down the onside of the pitch. The fielder at mid-wicket moves to his left field, and there is no run. The score remains at 41 for 2. Andre Holmes is saying, coming down the pitch is a better approach than reverse sweep. You know, I think so too, Andre Holmes. I'll share that view. I would love to give the batsman of the benefit of the doubt that he knows what he's doing and give the balls to Carty, cuts outside the half stump, misses through to the keeper on the bounce. There is no run. So I personally don't like the reverse sweep. If I was to talk to Athanaze, I would say don't play it until you reach 100. But I want to give the batsman the benefit of the doubt that he knows what he's doing. If he gets out of the shot before he reaches 100, I certainly would criticize. But if he doesn't get out, I would say well played. Over the wicket, bowls to Carty, plays a forcing shot off the back foot into the covers, and there is no run. Because he could play a drive and out caught at cover. He could play a pull and out caught at cover. You know, you play strokes and you got out all the while. Is the reverse sweep a more, what did I call it now, more dangerous strokes, or the margin for errors greater than playing a cover drive or a ball to mid-off? Yes, it is. Ngidi over the wicket, ball to Carty, that once comes back into him, he plays it down to the man at cover, and there is no run. So it's a higher risk stroke to play the reverse sweep. It is definitely a higher risk shot than chipping or playing to mid-off or so on. But as I said, I would encourage him not to play it, but at the same time, I am giving him the freedom to express himself. Over the wicket, ball to Carty, allows it to go through outside the off stump, and there is no run at the end of the over. Alois Esnard is saying Brathwaite as an opener is putting a lot of pressure on the other batters. My response to that is that, you know, that over the last 10 years or so, would have tried numerous openers, and Brathwaite remained the best of them, you know. So I put it this way, Alois, I respect your opinion. I don't necessarily agree with it, though. Mr. Carlton, right now, Alick place in the team is on a knife edge. I agree that he needs an innings. I definitely would like to see him play an innings. I'm not going to use that word. I try not to use that word because what I want him to do here is to bat out the rest of the day. Bowl to Athanaze, who's off the back foot and defends it to the man at forward short leg, and there's no run. Maharaj bowling. And so you're saying that if he don't come good here or the second test, we bowl to Athanaze, he reverse sweep this away again. Down to third man. It's running very close to the boundary. The fielder comes around but cannot prevent it. The lazy Ngidi was unable to stop that from going into the boundary. Well played by Athanaze. He moves up to 13. The score moves up to 45 for 2. You know, Kirkhamute, my position is always that I will form an opinion after the match ends because I want all the players to succeed. So I'm not going to say if, because I want them to succeed. Sherwin is saying, Athanaze and sweep is that a good thing? Okay, so he expresses opinion. No problem there. I really think that the batsman should be allowed to express himself. If I was to instruct him, I'll tell him don't play the reverse sweep, but he has to be allowed to express himself. Maharaj to Athanaze, and Athanaze just a check drive down the inside of the pitch, and there is no run. So Maharaj is it. Athanaze is on 13. Carty is on 19. West Indies 45 for 2. You know, this youth does have some talent in a man. Ball to Athanaze and he swept this away, misses. Pass outside the half stump. Dangerous shot there. It was probably too full for the sweep shot as it went under the bat and misses the stump. But it was wide outside the half stump. He does have some talent, but there are areas which he needs to work on. Maharaj to Athanaze, and Athanaze turned this away into the onside. You know, the bowler stifled the peel, but it goes to the man at backward square leg, and there is no run. So Athanaze is on 13. Carty is on 9. He's seconds. As Maharaj, he pulls away again, just waiting for them to set the field, killing some time. Maharaj over the wicket, ball to Athanaze, and Athanaze turned this into the onside. Off the pad, the man at backward short leg runs in and field. It travel a long way in the air, but out of the reach of the fielder, and there is no run. At the end of over number 15, West Indies 45 for 2. Their target is 298. I don't think they will get there. I don't expect them to get there. And I really think this is more about survival. Now, Athanaze does have some talent, and he looks very good at the crease. I'll come back to it. I think it slips me. Delroy Morris is saying, it's a shame we have to play for rain to save us from defeat. All right, Delroy Morrison, thank you for expressing yourself. It's appreciated. As a West Indies fans who want this team to grow, I don't want it to rain. I want these guys to stay out there and bat out the day. It's the only way we are going to grow and become a better team. That's an interesting perspective, Mikyle Douglas. Yeah, I appreciate that perspective. I appreciate that perspective. Thank you for giving that perspective. Very interesting perspective. Very interesting perspective. So Ngidi over the wicket, bowls to Carty, and Carty turned this to the man at short mid wicket, and there is no run. You see, whether one agree with what Mikyle Douglas said there or not, you have to agree that it's an intelligent perspective, an intelligent way to look at things. I really like that perspective. Dennis Weeks is saying, Mr. Cricket Forum, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Dennis Weeks. It's a pleasure having you here as Carty Seckers looks around. Just not yet ready. They seem to be making some adjustment to the field. They are ready now as the field is pushed back right back on the square leg boundary. So there's 2 slips. Goes down. Ngidi bowls to Carty, pitched up defense down the half side of the pitch, and there is no run. So there are 2 slips on the usual backward point, and then there's a fine leg, a man on the backward square leg boundary, a short mid wicket, and a mid on. So those are the fielders that I can see. A man on the backward square leg boundary, a man probably 2/3 out of the way to the long leg boundary, a straight mid wicket, a mid on, a mid off, the short extra cover, the backward point, the 2 slips. So that's the field. Ngidi up to the wicket, ball to Carty, and Carty drive magnificently through the covers down to the boundary for 4. Love the shot. Ngidi over pitching, and Carty into the drive and stroke it brilliantly down to the cover boundary for 4. Lovely shot by Carty. Just a nice off volley, and he put it away. And this is what we want to see from our batsman as he moves up to 23, and this score moves up now to 49 for 2. Really lovely there from Carty just now. If our captain is not interested in cricket anymore, just say so and let us move on. Well, Dennis Weeks, you're probably onto something there, you know. And give the balls to Carty and he whipped this away off the pad. Down to the boundary for 4 more. Let's watch the signal from the umpire. Is it runs or is it leg by? The score will now moves up now to 57. Let's see. 53. It's runs. He moves up now to 27. I didn't see the signal from the umpire, but it's runs on the board. So he moves up to 27. 53 for 2. 2 to comes. And then Giddy over. Nice from Keacy Carty here. So 1 through the offside. 1 clipped away down to find like good balance. That is what I talk about, good balance. As he comes in now. 53 for 2. And Giddy comes into Carty over the wicket. Bowls to Carty and Carty drive again through the covers, forward of point. It running away towards the boundary. They gone for 1. They come back for 2 and then second 2. He moves up now to 29. The score moves up to 55 for 2 at the end of the over. Carty looking very good. And the point about Kraigg Brathwaite not interested in cricket. You know, that's a question that really needs to answer. Because we know that he's now a racehorse owner in Barbados. We know that he owns racehorse and we know that he has a lot of interest in the horse racing industry. Is he able to handle both things? Does he need to come forward and tell us exactly what, whether he's no longer interested or anything? Oh, 1 more delivery to come. I thought it was the end of the over. 55 for 2. So only 1 slip now. 3 in a circle on the offside, plus the man short. And give the ball to Carty. Short. He pulls it away. Down toward mid-wicket. They're going very close to the boundary. They're gone for 1. They come back for 2. They should get 3 here. I'll be disappointed if they don't run 3. They don't, and I'm very disappointed. And these are the little things that niggers me. Mikyle Douglas, win, lose, and draw. Those are the things that are going to nigger me because any other team would have run 3. Good shot though, good balance from Carty. 57 for 2. He moves up to 31. That was a good shot. And he's showing great balance at the crease. And I really, really appreciate the balance that he's showing at the crease. I love his approach. Athanaze is saying the only Irish shot is the leave alone. The only Irish is the leave alone. Okay, Athena, well, different perspective and things. No problem there. It's good that we have different perspective and things. Dennis Weeks is saying no other player in world cricket. So there's a slip, a leg slip, and a forward short leg. Maharaj to Athanaze, and Athanaze swept this away. Down back with a square leg. It's going to go very close to the boundary. It gets there now. 4 more runs by Athanaze. Lovely shot. He played that well. He moves up to 17. The score moves up to 61 for 2. Wow, he played that shot well just now. Down on 1 knee, sweeping it away. Down back with a square leg for 4. Lovely shot by Athanaze. This youth have talent. Only if he can just put it together and work and especially on that ball outside the off stump. Round the wicket, over the wicket, ball to Athanaze, and now he reverse sweep this down to third man. It running very close to the boundary. Zorzi comes around field, sends the return in. They get 2 more. He moves up to 19. The score moves up to 63 for 2. Athanaze is playing a shot ball here. There's no strokeless wonder about Athanaze innings today. And if this is the way he plays, this is the way he plays. I always believe that you fail by doing the things that you have confidence in. Fail by doing the things your way. Because it will let over the wicket balls to Athanaze, and he swept this away. Down toward backward square leg. He never timed it as well as he did the others. He moved up to 20. He scored to 64 for 2. Do things your way. Do things the way that you are confident in and succeed. Because if you don't do things your way and fail, you are going to regret it. So do things your way and succeed doing it your way. Round the wicket to Carty, and Carty defends out into the offside, and there is no run. The score remains at 64 for 2. 64 for 2. Over the wicket, ball to Carty, who's off the back foot. He strokes it, easy dismissal, straight to the man at short cover. Oh, what a lollipop dismissal. Carty off the back foot and just popped it to the man at short extra cover. What was he doing? A lapse of concentration. Oh my God, I cannot believe it. And nothing delivery. And Carty just stands up tall and popped it to the man at short extra cover. The umpires are going to review it, but the South African are celebrating, and Carty hung his head and walked away. I'll come back to that dismissal shortly. Athanaze is very talented. That's his problem. He's overconfident and get cocky and play stupid shots. I want him to be confident though, Sherwin. I want him to do the things that he believes in. I want him to do things his way, because doing things his way, he has a chance of succeeding. Doing things the way that people want him to do it, he's going to fail, because he will not be doing his way. You understand my point? Nelson Wiseman is saying, good day, Mr. Cricket Forum. Thank you very much. Do you think we have a defensive approach towards Test cricket? I think we should have a positive attitude towards batting and bowling, or maybe we don't have the quality. That's the last sentence. That, as I was reading through your sentence, that's what I was going to answer and tell you, that we do not have the quality, not because of a lack of talent, but because we don't train hard enough. We don't train hard enough, so we are not as positive as we should be. And the reason why we are not as positive as we should be is because by not training, we have not acquired the quality to be positive. So we are second guessing ourselves when bowling or batting. You just got a wicket there though, so I don't think it is any order long to bat. Look at that. He just popped it to the man at cover. I'm going to come back. So Sherwin is begging Athanaze to please stop the sweeping. Envoy is very happy for the wicket. Nigel, respect, wherever you're joining us from. I don't share that view. I mean, what a great day it would be if West Indies could chase it down. But I don't share that view. Mr. Carty, to be fair to Carty, is the only batsman playing with some intent while the others playing scored. Mr. Casanova, I'll come back to that comment from Carty. Maharaj round the wicket, ball to Ajana, drive to that man at short cover, and there is no run. So that's the end of the 17th over. Now, look at Carty bat. You would look at Carty and said, this is a good looking batsman. This is a good looking batsman. You look at him, you know. And you look at his regional average. You look at his regional average. And Carty has been playing for quite a while now. He has played over 48 regional matches. And you look at him bat. And his average in regional cricket is 28. 28, you know. And you ask yourself, why is it that someone that looks so good at the crease is averaging 28 in first class cricket instead of 45, 50 or above? Ask yourself. Round the wicket to Athanaze come NGD, pulls through to the keeper and there's no runs. The bottom line is they are not fit enough. They don't train hard enough. They do not work hard enough. So they get tired easily. The techniques break down. The techniques break down. And oftentimes resulted in soft dismissals like those. You look at the natural talent of Carty. He should definitely be averaging more than 28 in first class cricket. Round the wicket to Athanaze, pitched up, driven through the covers, going very close to the backward point boundary. It gets there now, 4 runs. Pitched up to Athanaze, and he drove that sweetly through the covers down to the boundary for 4. West Indies moves up to 68 for 3. So a ball pitched up to Carty outside the off stump. He came on the front foot, stroke it sweetly down the cover boundary for 4. The other ball on leg stump, nice balance. Turn it away down to fine leg for 4. Next delivery, outside the off stump again, he guided it away through backward point for 2. Good balance, playing on both sides of the wicket. Ngidi over the wicket, bowls to Athanaze, and Athanaze defends, nice. To the man at mid-off, and there is no run. The next delivery, short, good balance. Pull away down to mid-wicket. I think for 4 more, no, they ran 2. It shows that he has good balance. It shows that he has good techniques. Then why? Why is he only averaging 28 in first class cricket? It means that he's not working long enough at his game to bat long enough in match. Batting is not second nature to him. Indeed, around the wicket, bowl to Athanaze, he defends. I don't like that strokes though, because you can see him closing the face of the bat there. And I didn't quite like that. I need him to keep the bat straight. He was turning the face. He was closing the face just now. And I want him to keep that bat face straight. And I've been preaching this. And until these guys recognize this, that they have chosen cricket to be a profession and they need to spend the time, West Indies cricket will never improve. Good afternoon, Keith Aaron. Nice to have you here. Kurt Amute believe that from number 1 to 7 in the batting should be replaced. Indeed, the ball to Athanaze down the leg side. Turn. I didn't like that shot. He looks to turn it away, but the shot was lazy. If you are watching on television, it was a very lazy approach to turn it down the leg side. So Kirk Amute, you express your opinion there that from 1 to 7 should replace. I want you to take it further and tell me who you would replace them with. As Athanaze seconds. As he comes in now, Engage around the wicket. The slips goes down. Ball to Athanaze. He drives. Cannot beat the man at cover. Yes, he misfield. And is going to run very close to the boundary. They're gone for one. They come back for two. Bavuma sends it. Good running this time. I'm pleased with the running this time. They got three. Well done. So the drinks break now. So Athanaze is on 27. Hodge is on 0. West Indies 71 for 3. So 71 for 3 for West Indies as we go to the drinks break. 71 for 3 after 18 overs. So after 18 overs, West Indies 71 for 3, 18 from 67, leave 49. So weather permitting, 49 more overs remaining in the day's play. So Carty is on 31. Athanaze, Carty went for 31. Giving you, so Brathwaite was the first to go, playing a wild slug at Maharaj and was caught by Stubbs after facing 3 deliveries. He went for ducks. Mikyle was caught by Stubbs after bowling of Rabada. He went for 9, really playing and nothing shot. It was another soft dismissal. Keacy Carty again, another soft dismissal. He just popped it to the man. Mulder feeling at short extra cover after bowling of Maharaj and gifting his wicket away. All 3 West Indies batsmen have gifted their wicket away thus far. Athanaze, however, is not out on 27 from 25 deliveries. Kavem Hodge have only faced 1 delivery. He is yet to score. There have been 4 extras. West Indies 71 for 3. Kesh and Maharaj have bowled 9 overs, no maiden, 2 for 35. Rabada 6 overs, 3 maiden, 1 for 12. And then Jayden 3 overs, no maiden, none for 20. So West Indies 71 for 3, needing to survive a further 49 overs to draw this match. Hopefully, rain will come and make it much more comfortable. Keith Aaron is saying, Carlton, I predicted a draw. Envoy saying that Athanaze must keep sweeping. He will give us a chance to get a wicket. I just love the banter from Envoy. Carty needs a long run. We got to back him. Mr. Casanova, he will only get a long run if he stops giving his wicket away like that. He shows a lot of class. I cannot back someone who continues to give their wicket away like that. I don't think we should back a batsman who continues to give away his wicket like that. In both innings, in the first innings, he missed a straight one. In the second innings, he just popped it to the man at short mid-off. I wish him luck, and I hope he scores a lot of runs for West Indies, but I cannot back someone who's going to give his wicket away like that. Soft dismissal. Kirkamute is saying that those players should be King, Hope, Chase, Springer, Sinclair should be in the team, Mr. Carlton. Don't agree, but you're entitled to your opinion. Wickets happening. They are going after the runs. What's happening? They are going after the runs. Well, they need 200 and something in 49 overs. We're at 71 and we needed 290. So we need 227 in 49 overs. Can West Indies pull this off? Kirkham, we need to stop finding these excuses for these batsmen when they throw away their wicket like that. Batting at 3-6 and all of those things. The main fact here is that we need to stop finding excuse. That was a soft dismissal. Whether it's batting at 1 or 11, you cannot give away your wicket like that. We need to stop these things, man. What we need to do is not where Carty should bat, but we need to tell Carty that he needs to improve. Shamad Shadaz Sandworth is saying that West Indies selectors are the one destroying our game. Don't agree, but you're entitled to your opinion. As Maharaj comes into Athanaze and he drives to the right of the man at mid-off who skipped around to his right and run back. They will get a singer. He moves up to 28, 72 for 3. Carlton, please select your team for the next test. I predicted tame draw for the first test. I will select my team for the next test either tomorrow or Tuesday. Remind you that I think Tuesday, because I will do the player rating tomorrow morning, and then I'll select my team for the next test on Tuesday morning. And Athanaze is saying that self-analyzation could be your best friend or your worst enemy. Thank you very much, Athena. Forward and to the front foot come Hodge as he blocked that one from Maharaj. There's a slip and there's a silly off. And a forward shot leg ball to Athanaze. He plays it back down the pitch, shaping to turn that one, which I don't like. I want to see him keep a straight back there and make sure that it goes back down the pitch. Comes in now. He tapped away at the crease as Maharaj comes into him. Bold and he's off the back foot. He defends back down the pitch. The field that forward shot leg field, and there is no run. The score remains 72-3. Maharaj round the wicket to Hodge. In bowl to Hodge, and Hodge allows that one to go through outside the off stump, and there is no run. The keeper undue excitement. I understand those things, it was very far from the stump. Don't watch the keeper. It's just part of the banter. Maharaj comes in, bowl to Hodge and a drive. He pierced the inner field, but the fielder is on the boundary. They will get a single at the end of the over. Hodge is off the mark. West Indies 73-3. He will keep strike. With him is Athanaze, who is on 28. So Athanaze is on 28. Hodge is on 1. He will keep the strike. So Paul Goodman is saying, sure, Brathwaite can bat the longest in the team. However, if he sets the poor example of defending at everything, he places the mind of those that follows. The bowling is more difficult than it is. Thank you for your opinion. I appreciate it. Kirkamute is saying that Poor and King, Oak, Chase, Springer, Sinclair. Keith Aaron is saying Carlton for head coach. I would love the job, but I don't think I can get these players to bat better unless I'll have the administration to back me with the implementation of the drills that I'm going to put in place. Otherwise, I don't think any coach can get them to play better unless the administration is going to back what I can do, what I'm doing. And I made the point the other day, and I'll make it again after this over from Markram. So the right arm off spinner comes in, ball to Hodge, and Hodge pulls. It's going down towards fine leg. It's going to go very close to the boundary. It gets there now as Rabada gave up the chase probably too early. Was that Rabada and Gida? That person look a little fat to be Rabada. I think Rabada is much slimmer. It could be Ngidi. He has been very lazy in the field though. 77-3. So that was short from Markram. And it's good to see that Hodge putting away the bad delivery down to fine leg. He didn't time it as quite as he would like, but nonetheless he got 4. And so the score moves up by 4. 77-3. Hodge is on 5. Markram over the wicket. Bowls to Hodge, and Hodge turn this away to the man at backward square leg, and there is no run. So there's a slip and a forward short leg, a backward square leg, a short mid wicket. The 3 usual fielders on the offside. And a man on the deep backward square leg boundary. Markram bowls to Hodge, and Hodge on the back foot, and he plays it to that man at mid wicket, and there is no run. The score remains 77-3. Athanaze is on 28. Hodge is on 5. So Hodge just playing the spinner off the back foot as he loves to do. Ball to Hodge, and Hodge again defends off the back foot, and there is no run. That one was outside the off stump, and he defends 2 to come from Markram over. 77-3. As Markram comes into Hodge. Over the wicket, ball to Hodge, and Hodge turned that one down back with a square leg. Again cannot score as Ngidi moves to his left, underarm the ball to the keeper, and there is no run. 1 to come in Markram over. 1 to come. The seconds. He comes in now. Over the wicket, bowls to Hodge, short, and he pulls it away again. This time, Ngidi is scrambled. He scrambled, make the save, but they got a single. So Hodge will move up to 6. The score move up to 78. and he will keep the strike again. So at the end of the over, West Indies 78 for 3. So why I said that Keith Aaron about the backing from the administration. If I say to Jason Ola, I just pick a name. I want you to bowl a 6-over spell. This training, you know. I saw you bowl at 134 today. Maharaj bowled to Hodge. Hodge forced this through the offside for a single. 179 now for 3. Hodge move up to 7. Athanaze comes into strike. I saw Jason Ola bowl at 134 today, and I was very impressed. You know, I really think that Jason Ola is having a good game, except for those lapses in the field, the lazy effort, not running down the balls and so on, and using the foot to the ball. Jason Ola is having a good game, you know. Not an outstanding game, but a good game, above average game. So I think he's doing well. I saw him bowl 134 today. As Maharaj bowled to Athanaze, and he flashes this away down to the man at mid-off, and there is no run. And I said to Jason Older, I want you to bowl 6 overs for me. And I want you to bowl those 6 overs in 48 minutes. Bowl to Athanaze, and he plays it down to mid-off. So you bowl 1 over within 4 minutes. You take a 4 minutes break, but that 4 minutes break doesn't mean that you sit down. You still have to stand or walk or jog, just like you would be on the cricket field. And after the 4 minutes break, you come back and you bowl another over. In bowl to Athanaze, use his feet down the pitch. When he gets there, he blocks it down the offside of the pitch, and there's no run. So 6-4 is 24, and the 4. So I want you to bowl 6 overs in 44 minutes. 44 minutes to bowl 6 overs. And if Jason Older says to me as the head coach, over the wicket, bowl to Athanaze, reverse sweep taken on the body, there is no run, the ball drops down in front of him, and there's no run. And if Jason Older says to me as the head coach, just give me the ball for bowl, man, me bowl it, what you talk about? What is the next step? What is the next process? How is that anchored in the West Indies hierarchy? What can be done? Maharaj to Athanaze down the pitch, and when he gets there, he plays it to the man at short mid-wicket, and there's no run. Good movement of the feet there by Athanaze. Really looking good. You know, so I draw that illustration to say, no matter what do I call it now? No matter what plans the coach have, if the players are not willing to buy into the plan of the coach, he can't get it done. And so it's either the players are willing to buy into the plan of it, or Cricket West Indies is going to instruct the players to do what the coach asks them to do. So I cannot get these set of players to play better cricket as Markram comes into Hodge and Hodge drive through the covers down toward backward point. The fielder comes across. Will they come back for 2? Good running, yes, well done. And it goes into the offside, looking for the 3rd. It's not on. 2 more runs. The score will now moves up now to 81 for 3. Hodge moves up to 9. So I hope I get the point. Paul Goodman, Brathwaite does not give his hand away. I don't know which cricket you are watching, but in both innings in these 2 matches, he did give his hand away. Did you saw the run out? I don't know what. Turned away, down back with a square leg for no run by Hodge. Did you saw that run out in the first innings? And did you see the shot that he played to get out in this innings? I don't know. We're probably not watching the same cricket, but in both innings in this match, he gave his wicket away. And so Let's watch this delivery from Markram. Off the back foot, and he strokes that into the covers, and there is no run. Anyone who say these players can bat better than King, Chase, Hope, and Edmire have blinders on. Shamad, I'm going to say the same thing to you, that they are better. Hope, all of these players, they are not averaging better than these players in the team. So maybe you need to take off your blinders. Kirk Community say that Mr. Carlton as a selector, because the people who select in the team is brainless and the captain Brathwaite is biased, only picking his friends, Older and Roach, every time, no matter what. Don't necessarily agree, but some criticism is there. I don't, as Hodge defends that one. I don't totally agree with you, but I don't totally disagree with you. All right, I don't totally disagree with you. But back to Shamad, no, you are wrong. You are wrong. You need to do some research. Take off your blinders and do some research, because I think you probably have on blinders. That's why you don't see that our vision is really 2020 and that we do the research, right, Shamad? Yes. So take off your blinders. Don't agree? Hope. Why? Tell us why Hope should be batting at number 3. I have not seen any other who is good enough to bat at that position. I don't agree. Tell us why. You're just saying that you don't see any other good enough. I'm telling that he's not good enough. Tell us. Give us the numbers. Andre Holmes. I disagree. Until you start give me the numbers of Hope, I won't read any more comment about Hope. I disagree that Hope should be in the test team, but he's not in the squad, so let's concentrate on these 11. Anyone who wants to tell me that Hope should be in the test team, join me Wednesday. Join me Wednesday and let us discuss it. But come with the numbers, because cricket is all about numbers. As that swept away by Athanaze down to back with a square leg, they go through for a single. Cricket is all about numbers. All about numbers, not how you look. Numbers. Runs. That's what cricket is about, runs. There's nothing else in a cricket match except runs. Nothing else. Athanaze reverse sweep. It's going to go very close to the third man boundary. Let's see. Ngidi comes across field, send the return in and the bounce to the keeper. They get 2. The score moves up now to 83 for 3. Athanaze moves up to 30. Hodge is a 9. As he reverse swept Maharaj again, down 85 the score. So the score is now 85. He's on 32. So he's on 32. 85 the score. Athanaze seconds. Bowl to not a ball to him, that Maharaj, and he plays it down the offside of the pitch, and there is no run. So Maharaj switched around the wicket to the left hander. This is well done by Athanaze. So watch now as Maharaj grips the ball and he begins to move in. Up ball to Athanaze, he defends lovely down the onside of the pitch, and there is no run. He's really, really looking good. As Athanaze now to face him. Ball to Athanaze, uses his feet and drive down to mid off, and there's no run. Good afternoon, how are you doing? All right, nice to see you. Can you get a cup of coffee? Thank you very much. Athanaze seconds. Round the wicket, ball to Athanaze, and he turns this through the onside. He's going to run away down towards long on. They will get a single. He moves up now to 33. The score moves up to 86 for 3 at the end of the over. Hodge is a 9. So YXL Thosa is saying, I find Kohli team seems to relax. Brathwaite is too defensive and negative. Thank you for your opinion, YXL Thosa. Thank you, Mr. Casanova. You're saying that was Rabada looking lazy. Okay. So Envoy is saying that I think the West Indies batsmen should all go out so they can spend more time figuring out their future as a team. I don't quite understand that one, Envoy. And so, thank you very much, SO. I'm so glad that SO changed the narrative. I'm happy, SO. Welcome, man, and thank you for your contribution to our hurricane relief effort. You know, I'm asking more persons to contribute to our hurricane relief effort. Please, the links are scrolling across the bottom there. It's also in the live chat. It's in the video description. It's all over. Markram round the wicket, ball to Athanaze, turn it through mid-wicket. They're gone for one. That's what they will get. He moves up now to 34. Hodges and 9 comes into strike. So I really, really appreciate that comment, man. Athanaze and Hodge will have a good partnership. Change the narrative, man. Concentrate on those who are playing the match. Don't concentrate on those who run from Australia. Open King. When they invited Open King to go to Australia, they said they're not going free the pace. Them free the pace. Wow! Them free the pace. So them said them not go to Australia. Markram comes into Hodge and Hodge hit this past the bowler who made a diving effort to try and catch it. He got his hand to it though, but could not reel in the catch as the ball just ballooned to the man at mid-off. Brilliant effort by Markram. Hodge pitched up and Hodge full-blooded drive, but he got the bottom of the bat. It didn't come out of the screw. Yes, it came out of the screw, but the bottom of the bat hit the ground, so the follow-through was not there. Big effort by Markram. Big effort. As Markram comes in now to Hodge. And he beaten outside the half stump. That one else its line and goes straight through. Hodge playing for turn, but there was no turn there. So it was beaten outside the half stump. Hodge playing for turn, but there's no turn. As Hodge faces up to Markram and he hit this away down to long on for 4. So Markram just tossing it up a little there and Hodge just showing some intent, hitting away down to long on for 4. He moves up to 13. With him is Athanaze and 34. West Indies are 91. 91 for 3. After 23.4 overs. Markram over the wicket, bowls to Hodge and Hodge is forward and he turns this down to long on. They will get a singer. The score will now move up to 92 for 3. So Kavem Hodge will move up to 14. Athanaze on 34 comes into strike. He's the highest run scorer in the innings at this stage. 92 for 3. Athanaze, seconds. Markram round the wicket, bowls to Athanaze and he defends out into the offside and there is no run. So 92 for 3. Athanaze is on 34. Hodge is on 14 at the end of the over. West Indies putting up a staunch resistance here. So yes, I really glad. You. No, I didn't. Paul Goodman said, no, do not watch Brathwaite in his usual manner. Even he scored 110, I would say the same of him. He does not normally give this an away. He is I don't follow. He's a poor example. You don't usually give it. He's a poor example of what? I don't follow. They say Athanaze is into the dreaded 30s for Windies. The good thing though is that he's batting with Hodge. And when these two bat together, they love batting together and they tend to put a good partnership. So let's see what is going to happen here now. We hope for one of those. Hodge comes in, turn that one into the hand side. It's Maharaj, they will get another singer. So Hodge will move up now to 15. Athanaze and 34 coming to strike. It's 93 for 3. 93 for 3. What time is tea? This probably the last over before TRT is at 3:30. I don't know. This could be the last over, or Maharaj bowl to Athanaze after back foot. And he cuts this down to backward point for another single. And Guidi comes off the boundary. The score moves up now to 94 for 3. Athanaze is on 35. With him is his good friend, Kavem Hodge, who's on 15. So 15 comes in now. Bowl to Hodge, full delivery. And I'll squeeze it down to mid-off, and they will go through for a single. One more to Hodge. He moves up to 16. West Indies now 95 for 3. Athanaze and 35 will come back into strike. So this is not bad at all. Saying that nice ball. SO is saying that weather doesn't looks good. Over the wicket, ball to Athanaze. He pulls out the reverse sweep again. It's going to run away down to third man. Ngidi comes around, sends the return in. The second is not on. Good work by Ngidi. The score moves up now to 96 for 3. Athanaze is on 36. Hodge is on 16. He comes back into strike. As Hodge, Sekers, Maharaj. Let's watch. There's a slip of forward short leg, and they're moving now the forward short leg to put him to silly mid off. So there's a slip, a silly mid off, and there's a man halfway the pitch. Ball to Hodge, and Hodge plays it to that man halfway the pitch, and there is no run. Well bowled by Maharaj. What I'm very happy about that, I'm glad Hodge realized that he was going to bowl the arm ball. That's why all three fielders is there. Bowl to Hodge, swept away. Looking to misses, it goes through to the keeper. Looking to bowl Hodge behind his back, but that was outside the leg stump. Hodge swept. It turns back in, but it misses the leg stump. At the end of the over, the score is 96 for 3. West Indies, after 25 overs, they'll need to survive at a further 42 overs, weather permitting. They are 96 for 3. Hodge is on 16. With him is Athanaze, who is on 36. So these two, they came to the crease with the score on 64 when Keacy Carty just popped it to Mulder at short cover, and he was gone, caught off the bowling of Maharaj. Keacy Carty, he made 31. While he was there, he looked good, but again, another soft dismissal. So from 64 for 3, these two have had a 32 thus far, and we hope that this partnership can develop much more. So said that the weather doesn't look good. Okay, that's good news for the West Indies. Are you in Trinidad, SO? Are you at the match? This would be lovely. If you're at the match, please give us some updates, send us some pictures. So they're saying that is an aggressive field from Hodge. Bowl to Athanaze, who defends. Aggressive field. So he comes in now, Sekers. Round the wicket, bowls to Athanaze, who swept this away, down behind square. It's going to run very close to the boundary. Gets there now, 4 more runs. The score more moves up now to 100 for 3. So the West Indies 100 comes up. Yes, SO, indeed, it was a nice sweep. Indeed, it was a very, very nice sweep as it swept away down to the boundary for 4. Nice shot by Athanaze as Markram there just over pitching down the leg side, and Athanaze swept it away. Nice shot indeed, SO. So just making some adjustment in his field. Thank you. Mrs. Brown. You're not coming to say hi? All right, another time. Turn away. Down to the man at short mid wicket, and there is no run. So, SO, can you give us some images coming through? Round the wicket, ball to Athanaze, and he defends out into the offside, and there is no run. So this is good from Athanaze. He's on 40. Hodge is on 16. The partnership is now 36. West Indies need 198 to win. Round the wicket, ball to Athanaze, and he strokes this down to the man on the cover boundary. They will get a singer. The score moves up now to 101 for 3 at the end of the over. Paul Goodman saying, Oldest place in this weak team I see not as a matter of friendship to the captain, but the need for a defensive bowler in a poor team. I don't know what about defensive bowler in a poor team, but what I can tell you, and I'm not afraid to say this, before England, I would not have selected Older in the squad, much less the team. But right now, Older has been performing, as I said, above average. He has been performing above average. I saw Older bowl at 134 today. I'm happy about that. What I want from Older though, Older is getting a wicket on average every 70 deliveries. For the last 2 years, it's more than 100 deliveries. Now, the tricky thing about Older is that we really prefer Older to be the fourth bowler. I don't know about defensive bowler. I don't know about that. Over the wicket, ball to Athanaze. That's Mulder. He whipped this away, through square leg. And finally, we get Maharaj out of the attack. So Athanaze move up to 42. West Indies 102 for 3. Hodge, who is on 16, comes in to strike. Athanaze is on 42. 102 for 3, the West Indies. So this is the way Older, I will continue to have Older in the team. What I want Older to do is to improve his bowling, his wicket-taking deliveries. I don't know about defensive bowler in a test team. I don't know about that. Over the wicket, short, ball to Hodge. He pulls it away, down toward back with a square leg, maybe even mid-wicket for 4. So that was short, and Hodge, probably his favorite shot, is the pull shot, and he pulls it away. He moves up now to 20. The score 104 for 3. So I would have Older in the team, but I don't know about I don't know about defensive bowler, but I would definitely have him in the team. Athena is saying that, greetings, Mistress Brown. Hope it's time and a half on Sunday. Ball to Hodge again, he pulls this away. Down to back with a square leg, straight to the field at this time. They got a singer, and there is no run. The score ticked along to 107 for 3. 1 run should say, 107 for 3. So Hodge is on 21, Athanaze is on 42. Mrs. Brown. Mrs. Brown. One of your fans is saying that I hope I'm paying you time and a half on Sunday. I know about the truth. Athena, she said, thanks, Athena. That's a nice moment here. Mikyle. Oh, Mikyle, man. Oh, Mikyle. Oh, Mikyle, man. Oh, Mikyle. Oh, Mikyle, man. Mikyle, I'm going to mad with you if Athanaze get out, you know. I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be mad with you, Mikyle, if Athanaze gets out. So Mulder, round the wicket to Athanaze, and Athanaze defends to the man at cover, and there is no run. The score remains at 107 for 3. 107 for 3. Mulder. This is his first over of this innings, and finally, they got the ball out of Maharaj's hands. How many consecutive overs did he bowl except for the break? I will tell you now why. 53 consecutive overs Maharaj bowled except for the break. 53? Yes, 53. Except for the breaks, like the breaks in innings when West Indies batted, drinks and so on. Cut away by Athanaze, but can't beat the man at gully and there is no run. So he bowled 53 overs from one end. Nobody else bowled from that end when South Africa is bowling. After those first 6 overs from Rabada and he came on, he has not stopped bowl from that end while South Africa is bowling until just now. Mulder took over from him after 53 overs. Credit to Hodge and Athanaze. Round the wicket comes Mulder, bowl to Athanaze. He defends down the other side of the pitch. The bowler skipped across and field in his follow through. There is no run. 107 for 3 at the end of the over. So Athanaze not out 42 from 50 deliveries. He have hit 5 fours. Kavem Hodge is on 21 not out from 29 deliveries. He have hit 3 fours. The batsmen to be dismissed: Kraigg, Brathwaite for none, Mikyle for 9, Keacy, Carty for 31, hitting 4-4. There have been 4 extras. West Indies 107 for 3 after 27 overs. They have another 40 overs to bat. They have another 40 overs to bat, and it's left to see what should be done. Paul Goodman, envoy, just to bring some context, envoy is from South Africa now. He's back in the South Africa teams. So yeah, you know, coffee really tastes nice now. What you put in it? Wow. Markram over the wicket to Hodge, and Hodge forward, plays it to the man at mid-wicket, and there is no run. The score remains at 107 for 3. 107 for 3. West Indies need a further 191 runs to win from 40 overs, 39 overs and 1 delivery. And Hodge is off the back foot, plays it on the bounce to the man at forward short leg. So please remember to support our hurricane relief effort, just like SO did. So the links are in the description. It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen there. Markram bowl to Hodge, and he turns his down back with a square leg to the fielder, and there is no run. The score remains 107 for 3. Oh, Mr. Casanova, thank you. That's a good moment there. I really appreciate that, Mr. Casanova. Very nice. You see, Mr. Casanova, you see how fast I'm drinking it. Trust me, it just bowl to Hodge. That one kept low. He was on the back foot, but he kept it out. It goes to the man at forward short leg, and there is no run. Mr. Casanova, definitely, man. She puts love in the coffee, man. Thank you, Mr. Casanova. I'm drinking this one fast today. There's something. She just came in from church, over the wicket, bowl to Hodge. Hodge stroke this down to middle on. Diving effort. The fielder cannot prevent it from going down to long on. They go through for a single. He will now moves up to 22. Athanaze will come into strike. He's on 42. The score 108 for 3. 1 to come in Markram over. 108 for 3. Athanaze on 42 comes into strike. Hodge is on 22 now. This is good from these two batsmen. As Markram round the wicket, there's a slip and there's a backward point. Goes in both to Athanaze and he's forward. He defends it down the onside of the pitch. There's no run at the end of over number 28. A further 39 overs remaining in the day's play. West Indies 108 for 3. Athanaze is on 42. Kavem Hodge is on 22. Just to run through the South African bowling. Maharaj 13 overs, no made, 2 for 47. Rabada 6 overs, 3 made, 1 for 12. And Jayden 3 overs, no made, 20, none for 20. Aiden Markram 77 overs, no maiden, none for 19. And Mulder bowl only the 1 over for 6 runs. So that's the South African bowling chart. Envoy, that's not going to happen. So Envoy is saying, please Hodge and Athanaze, please throw away your wicket. It's not going to happen. Let's watch Mulder. As he runs into Hodge, and Hodge off the back foot strokes it into the mid-wicket region. The batsman looking for a single, but it's not on. Good work by Maharaj, moving smartly to his right and preventing the single. The score remains at 108. 108 for 3. Athanaze on 42 now, faces up to Mulder. Hodge should say. Hodge seconds on his bat. Mulder over the wicket, ball to Hodge, and Hodge defends down to mid on. The fielder skipped across from mid wicket, a straight mid wickets. That's Maharaj and field, and there is no run. You know, I don't get it when it was tea time. Can somebody tell me when it was tea time? Because we're probably 8 minutes, 7 minutes away from 3:30, and I think that it could be. I think probably tea is 3:30. So we are probably 2 overs the most to go before tea. I hope it doesn't happen again this time. How lovely it would be if these two are batting after tea. Mulder bowl to Hodge. Hodge defends to that man at mid-wicket. And there is no run. The score remains 108 for 3. 108 for 3. Hodge is on 22, no ball, so that will push the score now to 109 for 3. So Mulder is guilty of overstepping, so the score will move up now. Nice, Kirk Amud. Mr. Envoy, what country are you from? South Africa or not? Yes, he's from South Africa, Kirk Amud. He has been here all week with us. He is from South Africa, and he has been bantering. Thank you, SO, for confirming the no ball. Mulder bowl to Hodge, and he defends out into the offside, and there is no run. The score remains 108, 109 for 3, because the no ball would have pushed it up to 109. So 109 for 3. As Hodge here doing some running repair on his bat. You know, the umpire should have a scissors or something to cut it off. Yes, he's doing that. You don't want the ball flick it when it is passing the bat and then you get out. You wouldn't want that. So good Athanaze. Get it off. Get it off. Get it off. Mulder into Hodge, and Hodge pulls down towards backward square leg. Goes straight to the fielder. 1 more to the score. That should take the score up to 110. I think the score is 110. There's none on the screen. They're probably just having a little difficulty with it there, as you know, it's technology. You have to see 110 for 3. So Kavem Hodge would now be on 23. So Hodge would be on 23. Athanaze is on 42. He comes into strike and he's really taking his time about this. I think Athanaze is ensuring that there's no more than 1 over left before before the tea break. So there's a slip on a gully for Athanaze. There's two men on the leg side boundary, fine leg and long leg. Ball to Athanaze. He looks to flick away down the leg side and it goes through to the keeper and there's no run. It seems like his gloves is a little wet. It's the fastest I ever drank a cup of coffee. That one was special. But so when they pray that church today, they need to pray some more of it. 110 for 3. Athanaze on 42. Hodge on 23. Round the wicket, ball to Athanaze. He defends out into the offside. They go through for a quick singer. And that will take the score over to 111 for 3. Nelson. Nelson to backside. Nelson. Athanaze move up to 43. Kavem Hodge, who's on 23, comes into strike. So the score moves up to Nelson at the end of the over. So 1 over, I think is 1 over going to come before T. I'm almost sure that T was set for 3:30. As you know, as usual, I don't listen to the commentary. I don't follow the commentary because I can't do both for copyright and also copyright issues. But I think that this should be the last over before T. That's what that should be the case. Definitely that should be the case. And Athanaze is ensuring that this is the last over before T. As we are just about 3 minutes away from 3:30 in the Eastern Caribbean, but the scores are Nelson. And this is I don't like this. Thank you, Envoy. That tea looks good. That it's genuine Blue Mountain coffee, you know, Envoy. So, you need to tell one of those big corporation, Markram round the wicket, ball to Athanaze, and he swings this away, slug sweep. That's the first 6 of the West Indies innings. It looked like it went all the way. Magnificent shot from Athanaze. What a shot. Magnificent shot, although the producers that span to the umpire, so I cannot tell whether if it is 6 or not, but if it is 6, Athanaze would have moved up to 49. It's 6. Magnificent shot, 49, 117 now for 3. He's on 49. Markram is it now? It's 4. I thought it was 6. It's 4. Ball to Athanaze and he defends. He just places it in the gap, in the offside, down towards that field on the cover boundary. They got a single. He comes off strike and say, Hodge, over to you. Survive until T. 16 for 3. That shot also brought up the 50 partnership. Athanaze moves up to 48. Kavem Hodge on 23 comes into strike. 116 now for 3. So the score is not on the television. Oh, it comes back on the screen now. 116 for 3. Markram over the wicket. Ball to Hodge as it's long forward. Plays it to the man. Zorzi at backward point and there is no run. 116 for 3. This is the 30th over being bowled. 37 to come after this, weather permitting and light permitting. Bowls to Athanaze and Athanaze off the back foot. That kept low. He kept his eye on it though. Plays it to the man, played it to the man at forward short leg and there is no run. The score remains 116 for 3. So that was short. It turns though. He kept his eye on it. Markram bowl to Athanaze and you can see Athanaze playing for T. And now Bavuma, I bet you Bavuma is going to bring some feelers under the bat for this final delivery. It should be T after this delivery. Let's see. There's only a slip though, but you can see Athanaze. He didn't have to play at that ball. He could have allowed it to go through. It was way outside the off stump. Markram to Hodge and Hodge off the back foot and played it to the man at forward short leg. Is that T or there's one more over? So 116 for 3. Doesn't look like the players are coming off. They are having a chat, so there's probably one more over before T. Because T must be very near. And I'm telling you the truth, I really want tea to come because I need to go and get some more of that coffee, I really need it. It was good. It was brilliant. It tasted so good. Leighton James, good afternoon, Cricket Forum. I hope the guys can keep their heads and play each ball on its merit. Good point. And they should make it through the day. That's good, 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 good. I love that. Yes, it was a nice shot. And David Jackson saying, no, this is the Athanaze I know. Okay, thank you very much. He's batting well. Maharaj comes back into the attack. So West Indies need what? 182 runs to win from 37 overs. So here's the field for Athanaze now for Maharaj. There's a slip and a forward short leg a cover and a mid-off ball to Athanaze, and he swept this away to the man at backward square leg straight to him. He timed it well, so he was unable to get a single. So Athanaze is on 48. West Indies 116 for 3. Athanaze is on 48. So there's that mid-wicket on the backward square leg. He reverse sweep this away. Beat the dive at the man at first slip. It's running very close to the third man boundary. They should come back for 2, and that's his 50. Well played, Athanaze. So 50 for Athanaze from 57 deliveries, 6 fours, striking at 85. Well played, Athanaze. West Indies now move up to now 118 for 3. Well played, 6 boundaries, 58 deliveries, exactly 50 from Athanaze. Well played, young man. Good knock by the young man. Congratulations to the young man. Just taking his time. 2 deliveries gone in this over. So this is what you call icing. So the South African are icing Athanaze. I would have loved to see Hodge go down to him and have a chat with him. Envoy said, this game will probably be over. Well played, West Indies. And most importantly, weather. Yes, Athena, hit that likes button. But Athanaze, and he swept this away again, straight to the man at backward square leg, and there is no run. Athanaze reached 50. Over 259 persons are watching. And the young man reached 50. And not one single one of you say congrats. Off the back foot, plays it back down the pitch on the onside, and there's no run. I understand a lot of persons just listening, and a lot of persons is watching on TV, and I don't know how you hit the like button on TV. I'm telling you the truth. But what about those persons who are watching on their laptops, their phones, and their tablets? The man make 50, man. Say congrats, the boss. As watch this field here. There's a slip, a forward short leg, a backward square leg, a man at short mid-wicket, a man halfway to the boundary at mid-off. He's a deep mid-off, you'd call him. Then an extra cover that is straight. Bowls to Athanaze, and he's forward. He plays that down behind square. He didn't sweep it this time. He timed it well, just rolled the wrist. It goes through for a single. He's on 51, 119 for 3. 1 delivery to come now. Hodge will have to face that delivery before tea. Yes, Kirkamew, that's better. Nice knock by Alex. OP makes. I will be so mad with you. I'll be so mad with you, Kirkamew. Just like as we watch Maharaj to Hodge, and he places into the offside. There is no run. That should be tea. It's not yet tea. What are they still doing? It should be tea, man. So when are they taking tea? Can somebody tell me when they are taking tea? Isn't that tea? Well done, Athanaze, said Mr. Casanova. Shamad saying congrats. Oh, you are saying Shamad, you are saying congrats when you reach 100. And I'm not afraid to say this, Shamad. You see, if it was Imlak, Tej Narayan Chandapal, If it was Imlap, Tate, and Ryan Chandapal, you'd have said congrats for me reach 40. David Jackson saying congratulations to Athanaze and a well-played half-century. And Donald Popo is saying, good afternoon, Carlton. Welcome to the show, Donald Popo. You're a legend. Always like to have you here. Round the wicket, ball to Athanaze. Look to turn that down the outside. Rabada comes back into the attack. Can somebody tell me when it's tea? Congrats to Athanaze. Wishing you many more. I think you so Ennis is a South African. I think he's a South African. Okay, thank you, Mikyle Douglas. Thank you. 5 more minutes before tea. So let's thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's 3:40. Okay, thank you. So this should be the last over, or maybe one after this. Ball to Athanaze. Taking on the pad, loud appeal. Not outside the umpire. I think that's going down the leg side. I think it's angled down the leg side. Tune in now, Athanaze. Don't be satisfied with 50. Come on, man. Lock in. Lock in, Athanaze. Don't be satisfied with 50. That was a straight delivery. Can't miss those. Taken on the tie pad. It was high. Lock in, Athanaze. Lock in. Go for a walk. Get your thought. Yes, jog it out. Lock in, man. Come on. Come on, Athanaze. Rabada. Round the wicket. Ball to Athanaze. Beaten outside the off stump. He pushes at a wide one. Wow. Come on, Athanaze. You have to leave those alone. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, Athanaze. Lock in, man. Lock in it. Sir Cricket Forum, where's Andre Douglas? Why my colleague mate not in the room? Commenting. Rabada is it. Round the wicket now to Athanaze. In, ball to Athanaze, and he plays that off the back foot. Right in the bounce. Strokes it into the offside, and there is no run. Well played. I would prefer that he leave that one alone and bounce, but he decided to play it, but he played it out the middle of the bat. It goes to mid-off. Sir Cricket Forum, Leighton James is saying, where's Andre Douglas? Why my colleague mate not in the room? Well, he's not here because the internet connectivity is not back as yet. So as soon as the internet connectivity is back, you will have the whole crew. So these days I have to be doing that alone. Round the wicket, ball to Athanaze, he defends. Down back the pitch, and there is no run. One to come before tea. Kirkhamute is saying, West Indies is out of the Lions den for now. And why you put for now, Kirkhamute? Why the pessimism? Oh, they're going to get another over, They're going to get another over. It's 2 minutes before tea. They're going to get another over, Wow. Rabada, ball to Athanaze. He defends. That's the end of the over. And so, at the end of the over, West Indies are 119 for 3 at the end of 32 overs. Therefore, 35 overs leave to get 180 runs. 35 overs to get 180 runs. This would be very, very interesting if the light was good. This would be very, very interesting if the light was good. Very, very interesting. Yes, so Kirkhamute, why you need to say no, man? I don't. During the match, you have been losing wickets close to the break in the last over before the break. So that's why I'm worried about it. Bowls out at an Hodge leaves that one, just allows that one to turn away outside the half stump and goes through to him. Not sure, Mr. Brown, Delroy Marcel, but I think T is always 20 to the hour. Comes in now, bowl to Hodge outside the so he cuts away. Down towards backward point, the field on the boundary comes in field, sends the return in. Hodge get a single. Hodge comes off strike, luckily for him. He comes off strike, and say, take it Athanaze. He moves up now to 24, is it? Yes, he's on 24. Athanaze is on 51. He's going to face up to Maharaj. Yes, originally T should have been 140, 240, and then it pushed back to 310. So I didn't know that it was pushed back to 340. So that's why I was asking, Thank you very much. Ball to Athanaze off the back foot, and he turned this away. Down through square leg. They will get a singer, and Athanaze is saying, over to you, Hodge. I don't want the strike at this time. 121 for 3. And also, Sunil, I need to go and get a cup of coffee. That coffee was nice a while ago. You need to import some Blue Mountain coffee into India and Pakistan. It's really nice. Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee. Round the wicket, ball to Hodge. Hodge defends down the half side of the pitch, and there is no run. Look for the arm ball now, Hodge, the straight one. Don't let him out you with the arm ball. I'll be very, very disappointed. If he nicked off, I can understand, but not the arm ball, not at all. Maharaj to Hodge, and Hodge on the back foot just plays that one with the turn, down to short third man, and there is no run. This will be the arm ball. This will be the arm ball. Pedder Cycling Club is saying, congratulations, Athanaze, proud Dominican. Aren't you a proud West Indian? I am. Mr. Casanova going down and high. So the field closing now. It will be an arm ball. I bet you any money. Or that one popped and the man can't catch it at second slip. That one pitches and it bites out of the ground. And despite the best effort of Bavuma, he can't catch it. And that should be T. And that is why, Sunil, I was worried about T, because West Indies continue to lose wicket very close. And that is a sign that we are going to draw or win this match. Look at that ball go. It pops. It comes off the gloves. Bavuma, best effort, cannot catch it. Athanaze probably was just playing a little, that Athanaze, Hodge, was playing a little too defensive. And I trust that should be T. I guess that is T. Let's see. Are they coming off? Yes, they are coming off. So it is T. So West Indies at T. On the fifth and final day, West Indies are 121 for 3. And they are coming off. Athanaze, 52 not out, 68 deliveries, 6 fours. Kavem Hodge, 24 not out, 49 deliveries, 3 fours. These two like batting together. They came to the crease with West Indies 64 for 3. And so far, they have added 55 runs for the 4th wicket partnership. Nice going. Nice going. There's a more smile on our face. I am Bajan. Okay, thank you. It's nice always to know. Mr. Casanova, yes. And yeah, remember that over. Mr. Casanova. Athanaze cannot allow Rabada to get his head. Rabada playing mind games with Athanaze. A well-played, Light Gomes is saying a well-played 50. Guarding the pitch was a strategy used back in the days, yes. And Wiseman is saying congratulations. Yes, Eso, that was Hodge, wasn't it? It was definitely. He needs to start over again and make another 50. Take the singers and put away the bad balls. Well done, West Indies, say Dave Jackson. Thank you all for tuning in. I will see you. I'll try my best to see you immediately after the start. But I'm going to get a cup of coffee and I'm going to set up a new chat for that. So thank you very much.